Reebok Headquarters. This is amazing. I've never seen it before. There's so much going on here. Right now we're in front of the Nano X2. So many different color waves, iterations. What kind of goes into the design, making the shoe, and then advancing it to the next version?
Yeah, so first of all, welcome. I'm glad to have you.
Yeah, great to be here.
Yeah. So, when it comes to building nanos or any shoes, right, it's quite the process. It's like from start to finish about 18 months. So, as you can imagine, we're already building the future nanos as well. So, a lot goes into it, testing. But I think the biggest component is when we get it out in front of consumers, especially early on. That's one thing that we are very passionate about here at Reebok, is really getting out in front of the consumers very early on. A lot of times, companies will wait till they have the finished product and then they go out. For us, it's like the first prototypes that come in, we get out in front of that CrossFit community. We know they're going to be vocal and tell us if they like it or not, because we've had some that we've had to go back and fly back to Asia and fix the shoes.
Wow.
So, yeah.
How important is it really to have that athlete feedback, and especially being somebody who's been in the space really since the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, athletes, obviously, you're talking the peak performers, right? If it works for the athletes, it's going to work for us normal athletes, right? So, we're lucky to have such a great team within Reebok. So, that's been a special kind of asset for us over the years.
And we'll get the camera to show some of the iterations here, but going from start to finish, what are some of the different elements that keep the Nano's identity, but also upgrading it as the sport progresses?
Yeah, I mean, I think the key is the evolution of the sport as well, right? So CrossFit has changed tremendously over the years, right? We've been around for 12 or 13 years just building CrossFit shoes. And so, yeah, I mean, I think just knowing how the community is changing and being able to evolve and never really getting complacent, right? So just we're always looking for the next better thing. It's almost like an athlete that hits a PR. It's not like, oh, I just hit my 300-pound snatch and I'm done.
We're done. We're tired.
There's always going to be, for us, it's like there's always going to be something better. So we're always looking for whatever that next thing is to really grow the franchise.
What I love is there are so many different color waves, from people who maybe are just like only neutral colors to myself. You have every color under the sun, the bright colors. Do you have a certain color wave that does sell better? Is it the brights or the neutrals, or is it balanced?
I think it's pretty balanced. I mean, I think we, traditionally our black gums, white gums, I think people just love those that they can wear every day. But it's funny, when you go into a CrossFit box, you see various people, right? Different ages, and you can just tell there's so many different consumers within the CrossFit space that, we make sure, luckily, we're able to do lots of different colors. And so we're able to just kind of offer something for everyone.
What's your favorite color?
I'm a bright person. So I like to go.
These ones on the top.
So I like to keep the apparel kind of quiet and then make some noise. I mean, I'm the shoe guy, so I got to make sure I stand out. And I never wear the current Nano. I'm always wearing the next Nano, so that's why I always have to blur out my shoes.
Oh, okay. So if people follow you on Instagram, social media,
you're not going to see it.
Shoes are blurred.
Yeah, because the lawyers also follow me, so I got to keep an eye on that.
But I think that's the interesting thing is when I get my new Nano X2 in the mail, you're not really thinking about the Nano X2 anymore. You're already working on the next version or even the next version. How do you keep that rolling to keep progressing?
Yeah, I mean, it's the key though is, we've forgotten about it, but now it's time to listen to feedback. So as people wear it, you're getting, sure, we've done all the wear tests, we've been in front of consumers, but now you're getting a wide range of consumers. So we check message boards, we check blogs, we listen to the reviewers. So we just make sure that what we're building in the next one is being applied, what we've learned from the last one is being applied to the next one. So we're always learning, and that's one way. So it is tough. We have to walk into meetings, we're like, what season are we talking about? Because there's so many different Nanos. We just spent the week talking about the next Nano, and here we are today now talking back the X2. So.
Okay, so speaking of the Nano X3, what things can you tell us so far?
You want me to show you?
Yeah, we're gonna go now.
No, I'd like to keep my job.
Okay.
So we do. I think what you're going to see is it's kind of a game-changing shoe. Just to tease it out there, we've got a really game-changing technology in the midsole. So that's about it. I think we're not going to take it too far away from the X2 because the X2 is one of our most loved Nanos so far. Just reading the reviews, we do a survey, a post survey with 3,000 people, and it was one of the top. So right up there with the Nano 9, which is our highest in the company. So the X2 is catching that, which is really cool. So people are really responding to the X2, so we're not going to change it. I promise we're not going to change it too much, but we are going to evolve it.
Okay, and when can people expect to see those?
2023. That's it.
2023. And then I don't want to jump too far ahead, but are you already having thoughts about the X4?
We are already in works, so
Wow.
we're never stopped. But the key is that we won't bring it out unless it's a better version. So we're not just bringing out shoes because it's the next year. It's like if we find something that works, and that's why some of the dates change, right? Like if we're not ready to bring it out, it needs more testing, you'll see us push it out. So we're not just building shoe year after year just because. It's like there's a purpose for it. We found a better solution, and we want to get it out to the consumers.
Awesome. Well, Town Short, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
tuning in with us.
All right.
And we will keep an eye on when those Nano X3s come. But for now, plenty of different colorways that we can try on and get a workout in.